Good afternoon and welcome back to field number 9 at U.S. Cellular Community Park in Medford. We're just moments away from the start of a game featuring the high school graduating class of 2023. So all these players will be juniors this year. It will be Washington Metro East in navy blue, the designated visitors, versus Oregon State, wearing the orange uniforms, the designated home team. Glad you could join us today, and it's our privilege to bring you the action along the way here on the Table Rock Sports Network. Jim McCoy here, along with Jonathan McCreary and Scott Hunter on the cameras, as we bring you the third day of action in this baseball championship Northwest event. Showcase opportunity for these players that have been handpicked. Of course, I know many of you are already well aware of this. These players recognized for their potential to play at the next level and giving an opportunity for coaches and scouts to take a longer look at them and see how they might fit. And then what's also nice is all these coaches are college coaches, and they can also get a first-hand look at some of the guys that they may want in their program in the future. Over the course of the years, some 450 players out of the Northwest Championships have gone on to play at the next level. And, in fact, there have been 60 in the Northwest region who have gone on to play in the majors. And that has included everybody from the likes of Blake Snell to Brandon Drury, Grants Pass product, local guy. Also Sam Gavilio, who matriculated at Ashland during his high school days. And quite a number of players that have gone on. Brett Lillibridge played at the major league level, so certainly this great opportunity for these kids to show what they can do. And then also what's kind of nice to see, you can see that even though a lot of these guys have never played with each other before, that they've bonded together nicely. Love the sportsmanship in the class I see. I see players running out of the field, and it's like, how you doing today, Blue, as they see the umpires, and really haven't seen anything in the way of complaining about the umpiring. The smoky conditions in the heat have provided a challenge for men in blue. We actually had an umpire go down with heat exhaustion yesterday, and had one of the coaches had to kind of step in and serve as the field umpire. So the heat, and it's closing in on 100 degrees at game time. And then the smoky air from the wildfires here in southern Oregon and northern California have played havoc, and our hats off to everybody, not only all the athletes competing under these conditions, but also the umpires, all the officials with the tournament that help keep things running smoothly. And I know, speaking for myself, I felt very welcome here and very appreciated for what we're doing here, at least in terms of trying to bring the action your way. Now, not at all times has the stream always cooperated. Fortunately, we have a couple of different cameras to show the action to you. But you can imagine under the conditions, sometimes things kind of come and go, and you have to flex with it and do the best you can. But hopefully what it does give you, particularly you coaches and scouts, an opportunity to get a look at these young men and tuck away some notes about how they might be a fit for the program you represent. Taking the start for Oregon State this afternoon, wearing number 29 in orange. Now, I will say one thing. We got all these rosters here that to flip through, and sometimes keeping up on it all It's easier said than done. You have to flip through. It's like, okay, where is Oregon State? And getting the start today, Kemper True, 6'2", 160 from Summit High School in the Bend area. And wearing the dark blue uniforms, Washington Metro East. And again, these are all class of 2023 guys. Getting set to start the game. Leading off, Brendan Stein fouls off the pitch. Stein .6'3", 180 from Auburn, Washington. Strike the call. Affairs just getting underway here. This third day of the tournament. Ball is the call. Luke Gurr will be getting the start for Washington Metro East in the bottom of the inning. Pitch taken for a ball. Stein, I believe, was Thursday night we had a chance to get a look at him. And Stein draws a walk to open the game. He'll head on down to first base to lead off the ball game. True, scheduled to start. Llewellyn, Jack Llewellyn from Pendleton will come on later in the game in relief. Noah Kimura, wearing number 23. And runner down to second. So now we have a runner in scoring position over at second base. Noah Kimura from Juanita, Washington. Strike called. Comes to the plate. That's Stein, and number 29 down there at second at the bottom of your screen. Swing and a miss for Kimura. 2 strikes on him now. That one in the dirt. And Kimura works the walk. So we now have runners at first and second. Nobody out. And that'll bring up Parker Nora. Nora, 5'10", 170 pounds, right-handed hitter from Mount Si. Swing and a miss, strike one. True, the pitcher, getting out in front on this one. Swing and a miss. And True records the K. One down. And that'll bring up Charlie Sturm. First pitch low for a ball. Sturm, 5'7", 150, from Jesuit High School. Sturm getting the start at second base today. He'll play there a couple of innings, and then later in the ball game, he'll take over behind the plate. True looks at the runner. And he loses him. Bases on balls here. Bases now loaded with one out. Golden opportunity here for Dominic Longo getting the start today at third base. 6'3", 180 from University, Washington. Pitch for a ball. Count goes 1-0. Longo will look at that one as he's ahead in the count now. Bryce Johnson on deck. Bases loaded here in the top of the first. Little conversation on the hill. Longo taking on that one. Now we got the hitters count at 3-0. Wind blowing through from the northwest. See how that might affect things in center and right center today there. Longo looks at a strike. He will later in the game move over to shortstop. I like how these guys are getting looks at multiple positions. Count goes full. 3-2. Scoreless ball game, but bases loaded with one out. And the hit out to right field. One run will score. 2 runs will score. A little bit of trouble for the right fielder. And now it's a 2-0 ball game, with runners at second and third. So Dominic Longo going the opposite way. And now we'll get a look at Bryce Johnson. Johnson. That one again hit to right field. Bounces out of play. He'll get the ground rule double. They'll let the runners advance 2 bases. So Johnson picking up a pair of RBIs here, as Washington Metro East blows it open here in the bottom of the first. Bryce Johnson with a hit. Adam Kim coming up. Kim playing center field today. He shows bunt. Johnson, the runner at second. Pitch called for a strike. Runners at second and third in a 4-0 ball game. Swing and a miss. And down goes Adam Kim. Two down in the inning. And up at the plate is Jackson Gore. Gore, right-handed pitcher, outfielder, third baseman, 6 foot, 165, lefty hitter from North Kitsap. Ground ball, out-recorded at first. And that will mark the end of the top of the first. It is Washington Metro East 4, Oregon State nothing. We'll be back after this timeout here on Table Rock Sports.
As the president of Southern Oregon University, I want you to know that you are welcome here on our lovely campus.
Hi, my name is Marjorie Trueblood Gamble, and I'm the Director of Diversity and Inclusion here at Southern Oregon University. We want you to know you are welcome here.
I'm Susan Walsh, Provost at Southern Oregon University, and you are welcome here.
Okay, there we go. A little bit of technical challenges in between innings, but we're ready here for the bottom of the first. Oregon State set to hit. First pitch is a ball. Count goes 1-0. On the hill for Washington Metro East, Luke Gurr, 6'2", 210 from Skyline High. Stinnett, the hitter, playing second base. Stinnett from Sprague High School, left-handed hitter. So bottom of the first, 4-0 the lead for Washington Metro East. Gurr comes to the plate. And we'll see Jackson Gore before the day is out. So Stinnett showing good patience here. 5'9", 140 pounds. Swings and fouls it back. On deck, Taylor Brenneman. Put some wood on the ball there. Ends up just left of second base, and Stinnett is on. One on. Nobody out. Taylor Brenneman, 6 foot, 165. From Sprague High School. Throw over to first. Stinnett staying close, and his high school classmate up to hit. Ground ball to second base, throw over. And we got the double play. It's just like that. 2 down here in the inning. And that'll bring up Easton Corey. Corey hits left-handed, throws right-handed. He can pitch, and he's starting today at first base. 6'5", 205 from Pendleton. So, again, a lot of Eastern Oregon representation on this roster. He'll look at a pitch there with 2 out. Swing and a miss. Big cut by Easton Corey. Ground ball, the shortstop. He loses the handle on it. And Corey is on. That'll bring up Maddox Maloney, playing third base today. Runner takes off. And he's down at second. Seizes on the opportunity and puts himself in scoring position. His team trailing in the game, 4-0. Maloney, we've seen him have a pretty good tournament so far. Got the stick and pitch low. Maddox Maloney. Gurr, the starting pitcher for Washington Metro East. A little trouble to start, but his infield did the job behind him for the double play. Runner takes off for third. Ball sails into the outfield. And Corey will come across to score. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Maloney will now see if he can't keep that going for Oregon State. Pitch called a strike. To Maloney. 2 down in the inning. And he takes one in the back. So Maloney hit by a pitch. Heads down to first. And that will bring up Leo Reeves, the catcher. 6'3", 180. Committed to the University of Oregon. But a couple more years of high school to go. Want to know the count? Strike the call. Maloney down at first. Reeves the hitter. Leo Reeves from South Eugene, switch hitter. Doesn't seem like you see quite as many of those as we once did. There was a time when it seemed like that was very much in vogue. Hit out to left field. Reeves brings the runner home, and he'll retreat back to second base. Oregon State clawing their way back into this one. Brundage, Hank Brundage. He'll see some action at first base later in the game. 6'3", 220 out of Summit High School in the Bend area. Has a runner at second. Pitch goes for a ball. Hits the ball out to right field. Making the call and making the play. Charlie Sturman, that will end the Oregon State threat here in the bottom of the first. We'll go to the second, 4-2 ball game. And welcome back. Just in time for the our boss Joe Brett to show up. We have a little bit of computer issues, but anyway, we did see at least one run score, and that's going to have to be unofficial at this point in time. Saw at least one, possibly two. We'll see what we can do there in terms of getting up to speed with everything. Going now to the bottom of the second. One run? Okay, 5-2 ball game. Appreciate a little help there from the men in blue. Like I said, we're all kind of in this together today in one fashion or another. We had a couple umpires have problems with the heat yesterday, and well, that's no fun. But otherwise, you got to say, other than some of the challenges that matters beyond people's control provide, nonetheless, I think this has moved along pretty smoothly, that the tournament hosts, organizers do a great job of making sure everybody has what they need. Coaches have been very helpful to us in terms of providing the lineup cards and making sure that we're up to speed in terms of what may be going on. And again, you hear and see all the videos on YouTube about people getting out of control with the umpires, or a lot of drama in that way, and we're not seeing any of that here. These guys know what this is all about, and they do a great job. Oregon State trailing in the game 5-2. Gurr on the mound, the starting pitcher. First pitch, a strike. Zachary Justice pounds a ground ball foul wide of third. So 2-strike count. Zachary Justice, U of O commit, University of Oregon that is, from Summit High School, 6 foot, 185. He'll drive one out to left field, but the catch is made for out number one. There we go, bringing things back up to date here. Hitter looks at a ball. Rex DeAngelis, we saw him pitch yesterday. Now the count 2-0. Here in the bottom of the second. Strike, the call. Drives one on the ground. Out to short. Throw across in time. We're out number two. Playing short for Washington Metro East. Don't have numbers on this lineup card, but nice play. And from what we've seen so far in the ball game, Gurr, the pitcher doing a good job of keeping pitches down and inducing a lot of ground balls. That pitch low. To Noah Cox. Cox, outfielder, third baseman, attends Willamette High School. Started the game in right field. We'll see him in left and center before the day's out. Strike, the call. Did the hitter go? They say no. Ground ball, third base, across the infield. First baseman does a nice job of reeling that in, and that will end the inning. Your score, Washington Metro East 5, Oregon State 2. We'll pause for messages and be back with more action coming up on Table Rock Sports. Top of the third we go. Pop up. Off of the bat of Brendan Stein. We're back at the top of the order. Stein retired. And that will bring up Noah Kimura. Kimura shows bunt there. That pitch off target for a ball. True, the starting pitcher for Oregon State. Kimura showing patience at the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike the call. And he's retired. 2 gone in the inning. And that'll bring up Parker Nora. Nora. A right-handed pitcher and third baseman. Strike the call. Swing and a miss for Nora out of Mount Si. He'll beat that one into the ground. Stays alive. Strike 3 the call. So true to the mark. Will go to the bottom of the third with a 5-2 ball game favor of Washington Metro East.
Highest level of savings. Peak Rewards. The Peak Rewards app is your roadmap to savings wherever your journey takes you. Simply by using our mobile app, you can shop for a mountain of savings in any of our convenience stores and fuel up for less. Just download the Peak Rewards app, register, find participating stations and stores near you, and start saving. With Peak Rewards, you can travel further for less. So what are you waiting for? Download Peak Rewards today and find a location.
Bottom of the third. Washington Metro East in the navy blue. On top on this one. Base hit to left. For Cox. Gets on. Actually, that's Peyton Lambert. You can see here, take a little bit of a lead off of there, and he has shown a proclivity for running. So the leadoff hitter of the inning on. Here in the bottom of the third, runner will take off. And they'll send him back. Up at the plate, Aiden Horsley out of North Medford High School. He can play outfield. He can play infield. As a matter of fact, he'll be moving out to right field next inning. He has a runner on first. Nobody down. Here in the bottom of the third. Ground ball, hit wide of third. That little bounder out of play. Horsley, his team trailing by 3. Runner takes off. Down to second. He beats the throw that rolls behind second base. Horsley is down. But the runner, Lambert, in scoring position. So you can see there as he kind of appears into the shot once in a while. We got Lambert down at second. Jack Llewellyn, 5'10", 155 out of Pendleton. Next hitter. Looks at a ball. Llewellyn. Slated to get some pitching in this game. One gone, runner in scoring position. That one, comebacker. Gurr throws to first. And the out is recorded. 2 outs in the inning. Runner Lambert moves over to third. Swing and a miss. Oh, and 1 the count. Gurr gets him swinging again. It's a 2-strike count. A pitcher's count here as he wages battle with Taylor Brenneman. That pitch high and away. Count goes 1-2. Ball hit out to right field. It'll land fair. The run will score. And going all the way to third is Brenneman. Brenneman turning on the afterburners. Gets his team now within 2 as he hits the triple. And now that will bring up Easton Corey from Pendleton, 6'5", 105. He can pitch to right-handed pitcher, but as you can see, left-handed hitter. First pitch a strike. Count goes 0-1. Runner at third is Brenneman. That pitch low. Both these teams have had a good run through the tournament. I can't speak for Washington Metro East. I believe, though, that they're 2-0 in the tournament, and I know Oregon State is as well. Well, hit the second, throw over to first, and that will end the inning. But not before Oregon State draws a little bit closer. We'll be back after these messages on Table Rock Sports.
believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Back at U.S. Cellular Community Park in Medford, Jim McCoy along with Jonathan McCrary. We also have Scotty Hunter manning the camera out in center field. Give you a couple of different looks. It's a 5-3 ball game. Pitching for Oregon State, Jack Llewellyn in the ball game. So he'll come on in relief of True. Llewellyn, 5'10", 155. One of 3 Pendleton players on the Oregon State roster. Washington Metro East up by 2. And coming up to hit is Charlie Sturm. Sturm started at second, and later in the game he'll go over to play catcher. First pitch, a strike. That's how you like to get it going if you're a pitcher. Count even now at 1-1. Llewellyn, the pitcher, versus Sturm, the catcher. Top of the fourth. Fourth game of the day here at U.S. Cellular Community Park Field 9, and this is the location where all the class of 2023 games are going on. Swing and a miss. And down goes Sturm. Dominic Longo swings and misses on the first pitch. Count goes 0-1. So Llewellyn off to a good start here. Ground ball. Up the middle, base hit. Dominic Longo, I don't have any stats officially to pass along to you to back this up, but from the eye test, I can tell you that he's had a good tournament. One down, runner on first. First pitch low. Up to hit is Bryce Johnson from Eastlake. 6'3", 220. Strike, the call. The runner, Longo, down at first. Taking a bit of a measured lead. Johnson hits that one to deep left field. And it is out of here. Bryce Johnson. That's the second one we've seen go yard here in the 2.5 days that we've been here. 2-run shot now makes it a 7-3 ball game. Bryce Johnson with the big fly. Now coming up and hitting, Adam Kim. Kim, going to go the distance in center field today. Swinging strike. Johnson mashed that one. Kim. He goes down on strikes. 2 out in the inning. And that will bring up Jackson Gore. Gore from North Kitsap. 6 foot, 165. Ground ball, hit to first base. First baseman has a little bit of trouble with it, but he manages to record the out. Bryce Johnson with a 2-run homer extends the Washington Metro East lead to 4. We'll take a timeout, and when we return, we'll have more action coming your way on Table Rock Sports.
I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
We're a little over halfway through this one, going to the bottom of the 4th. The starting pitcher, Luke Gurr, 6'2", 210, from Skyline. Team helping him out with a 4-run lead. Oregon State, who has had a pretty good tournament so far, going to look to try to see them if they can get themselves back into this one. Hitter is Maddox Maloney. Maloney wearing number 30 from Thurston. Started the game at third. Also going to get some time in at shortstop. Maloney, he'll take a look at that one. Leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 4th. And he plunks one into right center field. Ball rolls all the way to the fence, and he's thinking 3. Sliding triple for Maddox Maloney. Thank you. Okay. So Maloney gets things started in fine fashion for Oregon State. He is now the runner at third. Leo Reeves will come up to hit. His plan right now, excuse me, I think maybe some of the smoke's starting to take its toll. But anyway, Reeves, and going to stick around home. He's a South Eugene kid, and he's already made a commitment to the University of Oregon. So this will be a good experience for him. Get some more reps in, and we've enjoyed watching him play. Gurr comes to the plate. Ground ball to second. Thrower to first is in time. Runner will score. And now it's a 7-4 ball game. Brundage hits that out to center field. Nice play by the Washington Metro outfielder. And now that'll bring up Zachary Justice. Brundage with a nice drive, but a nice play made by Washington Metro East. Justice, the hitter. Taking on that one. Heading the count. Gurr, the starting pitcher, still out on the hill. Swing and a miss. Took a big cut at that one. Pitch call is a ball. And Justice will draw the bases on balls. That'll bring up Rex DeAngelis out of North Marion High School, Salem area. First pitch is low. So DeAngelis gets ahead on this one. Ground ball. That's one's taken, and that'll end the inning. The out is recorded. After 4 complete, it is Washington Metro East 7, Oregon State 4. We'll be back in 1 minute.
To be a coach, what kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, God! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sundays, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
He holds off on that one and swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Llewellyn works out of that inning. And it remains a 7-4 ball game. Want to thank our sponsors that have helped make this broadcast possible. Travel Medford, Southern Oregon University. Privileged to be out here and watch these players compete. Jackson Gore will take over on the mound. Right-handed pitcher. We've seen him hit today. Now we get a chance to see what the right-handed pitcher can do from North Kitsap. Oregon State down by 3. And coming up, Noah Cox. Cox retired for out number 1. So Gore takes down the first batter that he faces, and now he'll go up against Peyton Lambert. Lambert had a good day at the plate. Gore winds, fires. And Lambert says, I'll pass. Gore comes to the plate. Bounder down to second. Throw to first. And there's 2 up and 2 down. Hitter now for Oregon State, Aiden Horsley. Fouls it off. Horsley, one of a handful of players playing in this tournament that gets to sleep in his own bed during this. Attends North Medford High on the other side of town. Once again, you can hear that just a little bit of contact there. Foul back, count 0-2. Oregon State in orange, trailing in the game by 3. Horsley staying alive. about an hour and 20 minutes into this contest, and then we'll have another game coming up at 6. Pitch called for a ball. Bounding ball to short. Shortstop can't find the handle on it. And Horsley is on. So 2 down. And a runner at second. Brandon Stinnett, lefty hitter, up. That one goes back to the screen. Taking second is Horsley. Horsley's going to motor around third. And he gets under the tag. He is safe. Close call there at third. Aggressive running by Aiden Horsley. Now Stinnett will see if he can't bring him home. Pitch goes for a ball. Patience at the plate. Brandon Stinnett from Sprague High School. And he draws the walk. So we got runners at the corners with 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th. Coming up, Taylor Brenneman. Runner takes off. Heads down to second. And Stinnett shows that crime does pay. So he moves into scoring position. And the line drive snared at third by Nora, and that will end the Oregon State threat in the inning. Your score, Washington Metro East 7, Oregon State 4. We'll be back with the top of the 6th coming right up. We go to the top of the 6th. Washington Metro East up against Jack Lubalin from Oregon State. Ground ball to short, throw over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Now hitting for Washington Metro East, Brendan Stein. Fouls it off. And he ends up taking one on the left shoulder. Hit by pitch is Brendan Stein. Gets on the hard way. And he's now the runner at first. His team up by 3. Noah Kimura will step in to hit. 5'7", 140 pounds out of Juanita, Washington. Strike one. Kimura playing at second base in the game. Pitch fouled off, back to the screen. 2 strikes. Pitch goes for a ball. Runner takes off. And down to second goes Stein. Washington Metro East with an opportunity to extend their lead. Pitch goes for a ball. The hitter, Noah Kimura. Bouncing ball. And Llewellyn throws to second. Tries to get the runner there. And instead now he's got a first and second situation with one gone. Parker Nora, third baseman. He's been active today over at the hot corner. So one gone here in the top of the 6th. Washington Metro East leading in the ball game 7-4. They'll throw over to second. Keep the runner honest. Swing and a miss for Nora. Mount Si high school product, 5'10", 170. Pitch call is a ball. Swing and a miss. And the runners advance. Actually, I miscounted on that. Norris still up to hit. My mistake. Ball goes back to the screen. And Washington Metro East now with a 4-run lead. Make that 5 as they both come in. Pitch fouled off. And that will end the inning. 9-4 ball game. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
As the president of Southern Oregon University, I want you to know that you are welcome.
And welcome back, folks, to the action. Stream went down for just a brief moment once again. My partner, Jim McCoy, stepped away for just a moment. But we are here in the 6th inning. And Oregon State is up to bat. Right now it's number 28. Shall we get the number on momentarily? Fastball inside. No runners on yet. They call that one a strike. Got a piece of that one inside, and the out called. So one down here, top of the 6th. And as soon as I find it on the roster, I will get that lineup to you. I'm filling in for just a moment for my partner, who I said will be right back. Got a piece of that one, call it a foul. That one clips the ground. They'll reset. Winds up, and that's right along the line, foul. All right. So we got a lineup here. Number 31, Leo Reeves, up to bat. Reeves pops that one up, another foul. Call it a 1-2. Clips that one. Makes just enough contact to get the single. So 1 runner on base. No runs scored in this inning yet.
And we're back. Brundage, the hitter. Runner on first. Tell you, you have those little emergencies come up in the middle of doing several games in a row. Brundage draws the walk. So we have runners at first and second. Brundage, and then in scoring position is Reeves. Justice, the hitter now. For Oregon State. We've had an opportunity to call a couple of their games, and Oregon State 2-0 here, but Washington Metro East has put on a good display of hitting today. That pitch goes for a ball. Gore, right-handed pitcher wearing number 21 out on the hill. Justice, the Oregon State commit. The University of Oregon commit. Strike, the call. Runners at first and second. Pitch for a ball. Swing and a miss. And by our count, the count is full. Reeves the lead runner at second. And Justice will draw the walk. Coming up, Rex DeAngelis out of North Marion High School. 0-1 the call. This one hit in the air on the infield. Out recorded. And that will end the inning. After 6 complete, it's 9-4. Washington Metro East will be back after this timeout. Back to action at U.S. Cellular Community Park in Medford. Top of the 7th. And Jack Leolin continues for Oregon State. Pitch fouled off, count 0-1. Charlie Sturm. Sturm swing and a miss. Allen lines, fires. That'll go for a ball. Hitter steps out, Sturm. Sturm from Jesuit High School. And now he's playing for a Washington team, Jesuit. An Oregon school. Ball hit out to right field. And the catch is made. Good work with the glove. One down. And that'll bring up Dominic Longo. And Longo, one of those players, they definitely, this has been a good tournament for him. Pitch goes for a ball. Count 1-0. Top of 7. Visiting team on top. Count now even. And 1-1. Ground ball to short. Throw across the infield. And there's 2 down. Making that play at shortstop is Maddox Maloney. And now Bryce Johnson, who hit the big fly his last at-bat, steps in to hit. 2 gone in the inning. Pitch call a strike. Johnson from East Lake, Washington. Ball hit out to left field. That one will hang in the sky for a while, and it comes down. And that will end the Washington Metro East threat, and we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. 9-4 lead, and one more opportunity for Oregon State.
As the president of Southern Oregon University, I want you to know that you are welcome here on our lovely campus.
Hi, my name is Marjorie Trueblood Gamble, and I'm the Director of Diversity and Inclusion here at Southern Oregon University. We want you to know you are welcome here.
I'm Susan Walsh, Provost at Southern Oregon University, and you are welcome here.
Du bist hier willkommen. You are welcome here.
요거서.
Tu és bem-vindo aqui.
SOU欢迎你.
तपाईहरुलाई यहाँ स्वागत छ.
You are welcome here.
أنتم مرحبون هنا.
欢迎来到美国南俄勒冈州立大学.
ยินดีต้อนรับ
You are welcome here.
Chào mừng bạn đến đây.
You are welcome here.
U.S. Cellular Community Park, field number 9. Washington Metro East in the navy blue uniforms lead in this ball game 9-4, but Oregon State, a team capable of putting runs on the board with one more opportunity, working against Jackson Gore. Pitch is low, 1-0. Gore has worked a pretty solid outing. Count now evens up at 1-1. Noah Cox at the plate. And his patience pays off as he draws the bases on balls. So a runner on, bottom 7. Now we'll see Peyton Lambert out of Pendleton. Lambert, another player that's had a really strong, solid tournament. Lambert started the game at shortstop, now playing third. A little convo going on the mound right now. Runner on first with nobody out. Oregon State, coached by Jamie Womack of Bushnell University in Eugene. I think that was originally at one time called Northwest Christian College, but that gets confused. There's another one of a similar name up in Kirkland, Washington. Washington Metro East, coached by Ryan Gorton of Lynn Benton Community College. So he's coaching the Washington team, but has ties to Oregon. Strike the call to Lambert. Runner first is Cox. Pitch low. Cox will scamper to second base. Well, Cox will move up. And Lambert's job gets perhaps a little bit easier. Lambert going the opposite way. And now we have runners at the corners. Like I said, Lambert's had a good tournament. Well, as a matter of fact, Jonathan McCreary, my cameraman, who also takes some turns at the microphone as well, reminds me that he hit a home run himself on the first day of the tournament. So one of two home runs we have seen. Gore in a little bit of trouble here. Bottom 7. Pitch fouled off. Oregon State down by 5, but a chance to do something about it here in the bottom of the 7th. The hitter, Aiden Horsley, retired for out number 1. We'll have runner move down to second. Contact made, hits down to second. But the run will score. So it's a 9-5 ball game. Runner at third. Two down. Taylor Brenneman up to hit. Gore winds, fires. Pitch called for a strike. Swing and a miss. And that'll wrap up things here. Washington, Metro East, 9. Oregon State, 5. For Jonathan McCreary and Scott Hunter, I'm Jim McCoy. Thank you for joining us. We got one more game coming up here on Field 9 up at 6 o'clock. And I'll bring it your way on Table Rock Sports.